To me, this looks like this would be the ideal place for them to have the group finder. Just a general group finder. Do you want a group?
Well, I know they said they were going to make some changes to the group finder. I don't know if that's out yet.
I don't know. It still pops up on my screen every time I log in. It's annoying.
Oh yeah, they were gonna change it to just like a button, like a bubble, like a sphere that you fill in if you want to be in it or out of it. All right, we're probably gonna go ahead and get started here in a few minutes. How's the volume? Can you hear us okay?
Let me go over there.
Okay.
I could hear it better that time that I listened.
Okay. Did you like hear the chat and whatnot?
Yes. So you just kind of wing it out here. Nobody comes along and introduces us or anything.
No, no, it's just us. I think Carol's on break this weekend. Break from this. I think she's got other obligations.
Oh, we should have made Roxanne come or something.
I mean, if you have anybody you want to invite, they're welcome to tag along. We'll be here for an hour.
No, not that I know of.
Alright, well, we're just going to go over the basic tutorial zone. Basically, the first few levels from creating a new character. We're going to skip the usual character creation and setting up your bars. I went ahead and set up my character and organized my UI elements already.
I did the same thing.
Alright, so Sassy Sham here is going to be my friend for the evening.
Good evening.
So we invite her to the group, and we're going to start our quest here. You can open your journal by typing /journal, or you can map that to a hotkey. First quest, just continue speaking. He'll give you a couple tutorials on questing, how to check the journal. Things you want to look for are the Celtic knot over the quest giver's head. It's gold. And when you go to complete the quest, it will be blue. And finish the quest. Accept the next one. These are the quest rewards that you'll be able to choose from afterwards. So we'll take the next quest, and it's to kill 3 boars.
A couple of macros that I always make at the beginning is a stick macro, which you can make by slash macro space slash stick, and a face macro, which both come in really handy when you're in a group.
Okay, so we're gonna check our map, and alright, it's marked on the map.
You will generally have a little dot on your map showing you where the quest you're going to do is located.
Okay, so the objective is to slay them, so we need to put something on our bar to attack them with. I currently have an axe for a weapon, so I can use axe style, so I'll open my combat window and put the axe style on the bar.
And I have a buff that you can use. And since I'm a shaman, I have lots of nice little tasty spells that I can use to bolt things and kill them. And we dinged level 2 as we killed that last one there.
You'll see on your map there'll be a blue dot for the turn-in, and you'll see the blue Celtic knot.
When you get ready to turn it in, you'll see the armor selection come up, and you choose the armor that's appropriate for your class.
Don't forget to equip your armor or items that you get for your quest rewards. You can select the item in your bag and drop it on your character to equip it. Alternatively, you can shift and right click either from the character window or from your inventory to remove or equip.
As a shaman, I generally will get new spells or buffs with each level, and some of them are self-use only, and then some of them, like I just put on Larry Girl there, I put on a couple of buffs that'll help her out.
Alright, so our next quest is to seek out our trainer. Unfortunate, mine just happens to be right over here. Again, they're notated by the blue Celtic knot, also your class, and then the word trainer. You'll see over here you have a bone dancer trainer, and they're scattered throughout the tutorial. So from here you can spend your spec points. As a Scald, I have various weapon choices, as well as battle songs, which are chants that give me bonuses, either myself or the group. So I'm going to put my first few points into battle songs to give us the movement or speed buff to allow us to run around faster, as well as an instant single target damage. Continue speaking with the trainer. And then I need to select some weapons. We'll stay with axe. I get a one-handed axe and a two-handed axe. Alright.
Selecting the next quest, which will be for boots.
Alright. Travel north and kill 3 wolves, and then Black Fang.
We dinged 4 on that wolf.
Yeah, for some reason mine's a bit ahead of yours. Alright, back to the town. If you're not a class that has castable speed on its own, like a Scald, you can click the Scald, right-click the Scald, and they will give you realm speed. And here in the tutorial, they give you water breathing for the next quest. Alright, slay 6 Hibernian invaders to the west.
We have seen a few of new players coming back and returning players. It's been really nice to see them.
Yeah, here's a new friend.
hits. My spell hits harder than Jay hits them, and they come after me. since everything I have is gray.
Think I'm gonna go visit my trainer.
I was thinking that would probably be a good idea. When you play a seer class, you find that a lot of times you end up spending time putting things on your quick bars so that you'll be able to access them. I have several new buffs to put on there. Buff us both up a little bit, makes it a little bit stronger out there.
Oh yeah, we're ready to kick some ass now. Kill 7 Albion invaders. If you played any MMO, it's a natural quest progression. You know, finish a quest, pick up the next one, move to the next area, you know, complete the objective.
Well, I hope you all have uh, been following the Camelot Herald. There are just lots of things for returning players going on right now. And on post count, there's a couple of, at least one thread that has things for templates, specs, and things like that. In case you've been gone for a while and don't remember what you had before or what might be good.
Oh yes, level 10. I'm gonna check my trainer once more.
You can come to this channel right here and tell him that you want to leave, and it will send you to your realm's starter city.
And if you want to skip the tutorial and just, start a level 1 character and, you're familiar with the game or you have some friends that are going to help you level, you can come straight to this channeler and leave the tutorial zone. You don't have to run through the quest if you don't want to. But it's definitely recommended. It's a good refresher.
And it ports you right to Malarn. And you're right in front of the next quest person that you need to see.
No, eligible for a free level. How lucky.
Really?
I made this character a while ago. It's just been waiting. So again, it's like any MMO. It's a general quest progression. These are what people may refer to as the town quest hubs. There'll be a series of quests. You'll notice you're on the right quest chain because the rewards are similar. It's a bunch of dyes that you can sell for quite a bit of gold, and this will be a good way to start increasing your money. Some people may be inclined to apply them to their armor to change their color. I would certainly recommend selling them for the startup capital, as it were.
There is also a nice little quest right up here in front of us from this NPC called Tim, called Savings Aries. And the reward is the foil hat, which gives you insta-port from anywhere except an RBR zone to Agerham or Gothwaite. I forget what the one in Hiv is.
Domnan.
Domnan. As long as you are not in combat. And believe me, this hat has saved my life so many times when I've been running from some big bear or something that was trying to bite my head off. And as long as you can run faster than that bear and get to where you are out of combat, keep trying to stick it on your head, and before long you will be ported away.
Alright, off to kill Rend.
And it's close out here. I'll try not to get us aggro this time.
Can you throw up Endo?
Forgot that went off. Maybe if we go up here on the zone wall, we won't get any of that aggro. Or maybe we will.
He's gray, we're fine.
There is our objective. See, he's gray to us at this level. You can get this quest beginning at level 7 until about, I think it's about 14. But if you wait till you come out of the tutorial at level 10, you can kill the mob easily because they're gray. And I can just bolt this one right there.
Oh my god, we defeated Gores.
He's such a rough character there. Then you open up your quest journal and click on the necklace in it. And then delve the necklace and put the little hand on your Q bar, and it ports you right back to where you can go turn it in. And you speak to Tim, and then you speak to the cat, and you have this handy necklace and the foil hat, which we've always called a swirly hat. Oops, I put mine on. That was silly. I put the wrong one on. Anyway, I ended up in Abraham.
It's alright, I'm porting over soon.
And it gives you a nice little necklace to wear until you get better stuff. I've always liked all of the low-level quest lines. I remember how much fun I thought it was a few years ago when they put the boats in, so that you didn't have to take a horse everywhere or run everywhere.
This is also another good hub town. There's lots of vendors, trainers for all the classes can be found here if you come inside.
This is the Shrouded Isle hub town. Shrouded Isles to me is a really underutilized place anymore, and it's got such awesome scenery, and it's got the boats. You can just get on a boat and just ride around and look at everything from the boat if you want to check it all out.
It was the first expansion, yeah? I guess if you
Yes.
count housing.
Yeah. But they have all kinds of merchants in here, all kinds of all the trainers. I need to sell some of this stuff out of my
Yeah.
bag. Here we go. Here's a shield merchant. Oh, I found a gem I didn't know I had.
Yeah, me too.
As you come out of the tutorial, and when you go to the starter town, you will have three choices. You will have the quest, the town quest. You can also do task dungeons, which whether you want to do those or not kind of to me depends on the class you have and whether or not you have friends, because some of those I think can be a little tough. And there's also the battlegrounds.
Yeah, me personally, I found the tutorial for the 1 through 10, and then you can do the town quest hubs pretty quickly for 10 to 30, and then for level 30 through 40, there's some quests in Trials of Atlantis or TOA that can get you to 40 fairly easily, and then from there 40 to 45 in the battlegrounds is another pretty quick run.
I think at level 30, is it level 30? You can also start doing glass quest. Did you mention that?
Correct. Yeah, that's in TOA when you get that those quest chains started. You can start the glass quest chain. Um, Also, for some of the returning players, depending on how long your account's been inactive, you will receive some glass upon returning to help you purchase master levels or things of that nature.
Also at level 30, you want to get a really easy to get artifact called Orion's Belt. And it gives you bonus to XP and RPs. And I don't remember about bounty points. I should know that. I get that on every tune. But as you continue to level on up, that will help you tremendously. And also, in certain times of the year, like March, there is a Lucky Charm quest where you get a nice little item that also gives you a bonus to XP and to coin. There are several of these that are handy. One thing that I always do at this point also is go to the capital city, which in this case is Jordheim, and find, I'm going to port there just for a moment. Find the NPC down here, the Royal Treasury Clerk, and he will have for you another, does he give you another stone? Oh yeah, he'll give you, you got a bind stone, a regular personal bind stone from the beginning when you made the tune. At some point, you may have a house, and you'll certainly have a guild house. And go ahead and get those 2 bind stones and just put them in your bank, which we haven't said anything about yet. One of the handy things you will want to know about is bank. And that pops up your personal vault. And you can carry that with you everywhere you go, which is really, really handy.
Well, I'm going to port over to Oceanus for a second.
All right.
So the glass quest starts over, and this is the same for all realms. Start with Destin, and then the next NPC's over here.
Right away, just in the first 30 seconds of doing this quest, you can get you a small little pile of glass started. When you get ready to log out, after you have played, if you will log out in your capital cities, you get what is called Rest XP. The next time that you log on, you will see it will say down there you are well rested. And that Rest XP lasts for so many XP. I don't know what their system is, but anyway, you will get a bonus XP from that.
After picking up all your glass quests, if you have glass to spend, you'll want to go inside the ruins of Atlantis. And from within here, you can use your bounty points in glass to purchase master levels, as well as artifacts, artifact credits, and the scrolls to activate your artifacts. So this merchant sells the master level credits for bounty points, and then this is more artifact scrolls for bounty points. More remaining scrolls, and then your artifacts themselves. Here's the lore masters that sell the same items for the glass currency. Atlantean glass, cash. And then the same thing for the artifact scrolls and artifacts credits as well. One other thing to consider is purchasing a house in the game. It's a place for you to call your own home and personalize it. In addition, you can configure merchant to sell items that you collect throughout the game, potions or usable gear. I'm at the entrance on Epon 7 if you want to meet me here.
I almost said entrance, which I remembered not to do that. If you say entrance at the porter in T-Way, it sends you to a dungeon. I'm porting to 7. Thank you.
Okay, so me personally, when I'm searching for a house, what I like to do is look at the map first, and I like to have like any potential homeowner, you want a nice piece of waterfront property. So I look at the zones. So for each housing area, you can purchase a market return token, which will port you to the central market in each zone from the entrance here. So once you picked a zone for your house, let's see what sounds fancy. Cowpang sounds cool. Oh yeah, there's some water there. So we'll go to the merchant. We'll purchase a Cowpang market return token.
And you might want to purchase 2 of them in case you get stuck out there and can't get back.
Correct. Then you come over to the retired consignment merchant and hand him your coin, and it will port you to that central market.
I sort of do the same thing. Always go to the central market of the zone I want and kind of just start going around it in a circle until I find an empty slot.
Also, finding a house near to the central market may entice another player to purchase items from your house, because people like to, run to your house to purchase the item rather than buying it from the consignment merchant to save money. There's a 20% consignment fee if you purchase an item from the merchant. So let's head northwest. There's some water over there. See if there's some property over that way.
I've had the same house on mid since housing came in. Even after Epon happened, I logged my Epon and Chynna in. It was parked there, and the lot was empty, so I bought it again right away.
Nice.
Always had the same house.
Yeah, on Hib, I have the same houses. On Alb, same thing. Just like yourself, I was logged out near my house. When I logged back in, the lot was taken, unfortunately.
Had to put a window.
Alright, here's the water. See some lot stones over there.
This looks like a pretty empty zone out here.
Yeah. Oh, the server as well is pretty empty. Epon 7 at least. Oh, this looks nice. So I'll buy this house lot. Alright, now I own this lot on this character. Can right click to purchase items. I think I'll purchase a cottage. Some other good things to purchase while you have this window open would be a porch deed, as well as a consignment merchant. Alright, and then the house type that you purchased, they take the house deed and drop that on the house stone that you just purchased. And there's your house. So from the outside you can shift right click, and it will give you some configuration options for your house. You can change the roof, material, the wall, the doors. You can add your banners if you're in a guild.
Then you can have all the fun of doing the garden.
Then we'll take the porch D that we purchased and drop that on the house, and then we have a porch on the side. If you shift right click, drop your consignment merchant on the porch, and then do a type /list-cm. I'm sorry, list merch. And that will list your consignment merchant's items on the Market Explorer's search results. So you can right click your consignment merchant, place an item from your inventory, and assign a price. Now if you hold the shift key, you can increase your multiples by 10 instead of single digits. So for this we'll set 20 and then 5 gold. So if somebody purchases that, you'll get 25 gold in your consignment merchant, from which you can withdraw later.
And did you list merchant?
Yes, I did do a list merchant. One of the first things to do when you're inside your house, and probably one of the biggest complaints about people, or largest frustrations in housing, is not allowing other people to get into your house. So you want to allow your friends as well as others to be able to come into your house and utilize your merchants or other tools that you may have available. So you shift right click inside your house, and then you'll see the access and then the friends permission. So we'll click on access, and it shows the permission levels. Click on friends, and it shows the friends list for your house. Generally what I like to do is a house friend all command. So / house friend space all. And that will assign all players permissions to access your house.
That's a really nice thing to do for people.
Yeah, it's very convenient if somebody's in your housing area. They may want to enter your house for a convenient port back to their house. So by default, you'll see on the everyone permission, they're set with the visitor level permission. So we want to adjust the settings for that permission level. So we'll change it from guest to visitor. And then what we'd like them to do is be able to come into the house. So you'll see enter house. And then we would like them to be able to at least use the merchants, as well as any tools that you may have. Bindstone is optional if you want to allow people to bind in your house so they can port here. Um, generally speaking, that's about all you want to give for everyone is the first three options, tools, merchants, and the ability to enter the house. Click accept to allow those permissions. And now anybody with the visitor level permission should be able to enter the house, use your merchants, and your tools as well. Now if you want to grant somebody higher level access to your house, maybe you have a friend that you would like to have access to the vaults in your house, or maybe somebody to help you with your consignment merchant, you can do house friend account and then type the player name of somebody who is currently online. So I just added my friend Sassy Sham. Not only her, but anybody on her account. So if she switches over to any other characters on this account, she'll retain these permissions to the house.
And there I can come right in.
So we refresh the friend's permissions, and you'll see the type is the account for Sassy Sham, and she is currently set to a visitor, but I'm going to change that to guest. And then I'll change the guest permissions. And then I'm going to allow her to have access to my vaults, as well as my consignment merchant.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, there's nothing down there, but yeah, you can definitely check them out here in a second. So I can allow her to at least look at them, and then you can add implicit permissions to add items and or remove. So if you want your friend to be able to add items to your vault but not remove them, then you assign those permissions accordingly. Alright, so the guest level permission, which is anybody that's associated with the guest level, if you add more friends and or their accounts, will retain those level permissions. Alright, let's run downstairs.
I'm waiting for you to put a vault down so that I can peruse it.
I'm getting there. Alright, shift right click again to open the housing menu, and you want to open your hook points. And that'll be these little swirly patterns on the ground, and you right click them to access their menus. Here I can purchase a vault for free. And then I need to place the vault. And if you have any level of OCD, you can the vaults are placed based on how your character is facing the hook point. So you'll see here in a moment. So the front of the vault is facing the character. But if I pick the vault up and move it, now it's facing me in this direction. So if you have any care for, symmetry or, feng shui, as it were, you can change the angle of the placement based on your character's orientation to that hook point. So there's our bind stone. Now to bind at the house, it's house bind, I believe.
It's the bind/bind.
Oh, there you go. I thought the one for the house was different.
It'll be a different bind because it'll be considered your hearth bind. But
Gotcha.
both of them use the same command. Is there a hook point down here for a teleporter or something?
Yeah, I usually put that upstairs.
I couldn't remember what is in these small houses.
Yeah, there's usually 2 hook points upstairs, even of the smallest ones. And this will be a tool hook point over here. Alchemy table for alchemy and spellcrafting, forge for weapon crafting, armor crafting, and your lathe for any kind of fletching work. I tend to do alchemy and spellcrafting, so I'll purchase the alchemy table. Place that there.
This is the basic one plat house that he has put down here. There is a this is a
It's a cottage, I believe.
Cottage. Then there is a 5 plat house, a 10 plat villa, and a 25 plat mansion, all with more floors and more hook points and more vaults.
Alright. There's my little house. And my consignment merchant. And my lovely waterfront property with no neighbors. I love the exclusivity of the neighborhood. I use my merchant, and I'm probably going to park out in NF somewhere.
One other thing that you can use that's handy, and I know a lot of people don't use it, but I don't like clicking through the merchant, like the teleporters and stuff for places that I port to all the time, like Jordan, Hearth, Frontiers, whatever. I make macros for it and have it on an alternate queue bar where I can just flip to it and just say it and port there. There's just a lot of handy macros that you can have. And I think we've about run to the end of our time.
Yeah, I believe we're almost done here.
Yep.
Well, we certainly appreciate everybody watching. Hopefully there was some information that you found useful. Questing through the tutorial zone isn't that exciting, but it's still nice to see what that process is like, as well as to give some returning players some time to catch up on some of the changes. Just to recap, returning players, when you do receive your glass and your bounty points, you can go to the Ruins of Atlantis in TOA to purchase master levels, as well as our artifacts and artifact credits.
It took about, or it generally takes, depending upon your class and whether you're solo or you have friends, or there's usually people out there that you can group up with, 30 minutes or less to actually go through the tutorial if you have been through it before. Probably about 45 if you have to go and find the quest for the first time. But it's very quick, huge XP, and a good way to learn how some of the things on your class that you chose work.
right. Well, I think that's it for us. China, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for helping with this, or me helping you.
Yeah, no
That's
problem at
what
all.
it.
It was certainly fun.
It was great.
Yeah, for the next
Enjoyed
one,
it.
I'm not sure what we have next on the agenda for us, but we'll hopefully do something a little more interesting than a 1 through 10 leveling tutorial. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to check out the Dark Age of Camelot Herald for updates on patch notes, as well as the 15th anniversary Return to Camelot special. There's some tournaments going on, as well as great run point bonuses, and it's just there's just a lot of action out right now, and yeah, definitely come back and check it out and have a lot of fun.
Well, it's fun, guys. Thank you all for coming.
Yep, take care. Have a good night.